Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, which were my Q&As, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and I'm going to start this off with a statement that a subscriber made yesterday. I'll flip it in here for you guys. And he's basically saying, look, supplements work, but they're supplements. They're supplements to a deficient diet. In other words, sure, they have benefits or might have benefits if your diet's bad, if your diet is lacking in something. But obviously people on a balanced diet aren't going to see any benefits from supplements. And here's the thing. There's a lot of companies that cater to that. There are companies that cater to that. I mean, let's talk about Tiger Fitness there. And this isn't me making anything up. These were Mark's own words. Mark had said in videos before, and even in conversations I had had with him a long time ago when we were on speaking terms, that look, he gets tons of kids who call into the company. They don't want to eat a good diet. They don't want to eat a clean diet. They want to live on cheeseburgers and pizza and Pop-Tarts. Okay? Or just a bunch of junk food, low protein foods, stuff that's lacking in vitamins, lacking in minerals, and he sells them supplements because they're not going to eat a good diet. They don't have enough protein in their diet. They don't have enough vitamins. They don't have enough minerals. They don't have the things that they need to gain muscle, and this is their way of helping them. And that's the thing. The supplement industry really and truly only caters to people who have bad diets, because the truth is, other than placebo effects, you're not going to see any benefits to these products if you're on a good diet. And that's the ironic part, is a lot of people out there who pimp supplements who themselves eat a good diet or a great diet, a balanced diet, but then talk about the need for these supplements. And the reality is, most people don't need them. What do I mean by that? Well, look at the info out there. We've seen studies showing that protein powders don't help you gain muscle if you eat enough protein. Branched chain amino acids, in all the studies we've seen, people who get sufficient protein don't benefit from branched chain amino acids, leucine, any of that stuff. They don't see any muscle or strength improvements from adding them to their diet, post-workout, pre-workout, whatever. People who are getting enough protein. And getting enough protein is not hard to do. Honestly, here's what people need to factor in with the protein thing. Most people aren't vegans. Okay? The vast majority of people, 99% of the population aren't vegans. People who lift weights and do cardio burn a lot more calories than the average person. In fact, someone who's been training hard for a year or two, who lifts still and does cardio even to lose weight, probably burns more calories and eats more calories while losing weight and losing body fat when they do diet than the average person is supposed to eat for maintenance. If you're eating mostly whole foods, what are the odds with your higher caloric intake? I mean, most active people can cut, grown men can cut on 2,500 calories or more, but 2,500 calories, if you're lifting decently hard and you do regular cardio, you've gained a decent amount of muscle, you probably have a maintenance higher than 2,500. All right, 2,500 calories, if you're eating a decent amount of food, there's no way you're not going to get over 100 grams of protein. All right, there aren't going to be many people who are only going to get 60 or 70 grams of protein in a day on 2,500 calories, unless you're eating all fruit, all Pop-Tarts. That's the reality of it. Those are the people who need these things the least. The people who need these things the least. What about creatine? Well, creatine seems to only really benefit people who don't eat red meat. A third of people don't respond to creatine. Incidentally, there was a massive correlation between creatine non-responders and red meat eaters. People who are scared to eat meat are the ones most likely to benefit from creatine. People who are excluding certain food groups. In fact, a lot of supplements work for people who exclude entire food groups. People who don't eat meat are most likely to need a B12 vitamin. Yeah, a B12 vitamin. Vegans, vegetarians, most likely group to benefit from that or to need one. People who don't eat meat, most likely to benefit from creatine. People who are on a vegan diet, most likely to benefit from essential amino acids. How about a lot of antioxidants and other stuff? How about people who don't eat a lot of vegetables? People who don't eat vegetables are tubers. That's who might need vitamin C and stuff, because we found that vitamin C supplementation can actually hurt muscle gains. It can hurt adaptation to training. It can hurt training response to supplement vitamin C. Well, who in the heck needs a bunch of vitamin C and antioxidant supplements? People who don't eat broccoli, who don't eat spinach, who don't eat potatoes. People who are excluding large amounts of vegetables or tubers from their diet, because broccoli, potatoes, a lot of fruits, any of those things, it's really easy to get all the vitamin C you need for maximum health from that. In fact, it can easily be done on potatoes, guys, potatoes. Without even going into the more nutrient-dense stuff, like broccoli, oranges, any of that. But green stuff is loaded with antioxidants. In fact, people who eat enough green vegetables probably get enough trace omega-3s. They may not see much benefit from a fish oil supplement. If you eat a lot of vegetables, if you exclude vegetables, tubers, things like that, you might be deficient in some antioxidants and things. But if you eat plenty of those things, whole foods, you don't need that. People who are avoiding meat, they're the ones who need B12. They're the ones who need creatine. Excluding entire food groups is your problem. People who might need some other B vitamins. How about people who decide to do a keto diet and completely exclude grains and fruit and stuff from their diet? They're going to develop dietary deficiencies. It's exclusionary diets. People who are eating excessive amounts of junk food, or people who are doing diets that exclude entire major food groups. Those are the people who are going to benefit from supplements. Interestingly enough, a lot of supplement company people sponsored by supplement companies, people involved in supplement companies, what do they often recommend? Exclusionary diets. Exclusionary diets. How many people out there who are associated with supplement companies recommend a ketogenic diet or a vegan diet or an extreme vegetarian diet? Even though those are different extremes, they're all diets that exclude major food groups. They're all unbalanced diets. They're all diets that may require you to consume more supplements. So why do these trendy diets get pushed into the fitness industry? Maybe because it can help sell products. As people who follow these diets develop deficiencies, and then when they start taking supplements, they feel better. Coincidentally, they're getting the vitamins or minerals or creatine or whatever it is that they're missing from their diet. They start getting it in pill and powder form, then all of a sudden they feel better. But it's not because they needed supplements in general, it's because they have a shitty diet. All right, vegan diets are shitty diets. Ketogenic diets are shitty diets. How about a lot of the flexible dieters, if it fits your macro stuff, guys, you're eating a bunch of Pop-Tarts. If you're getting 50% of your calories a day from Pop-Tarts or Ben & Jerry's ice cream, yeah, you very well might need some supplements. How many of the guys who push dieting like that, Ian McCarthy pushed flexible dieting, then involved with supplement companies, talking about Pop-Tarts and stuff, also talked about taking a multivitamin as an insurance policy. Why? Because he followed a shitty, unbalanced diet. Followed a shitty, unbalanced diet where people are like, oh, but I'm tracking all my macros to the point of excess, oftentimes to the point of where you're developing your own eating disorders, but you're still eating shit. You're still eating a lot of garbage, to the point to where you might need to supplement something into your diet. And here's the question I got to ask people. If all these diets out there, you benefit from supplements, and you really think that you're on a balanced, healthy diet, you might want to reassess that. If you need supplements for your overall health or energy, or you benefit from them, your diet probably sucks. You're on a shitty diet. Maybe you should reconsider something that's better for your overall health. Your diet's deficient. You probably excluded major food groups, or you're eating way too much refined garbage, and then you're wondering why you're deficient in B12 or some other B vitamin, or why you don't have enough riboflavin in your diet, or you don't have enough creatine in your diet, or B12, or leucine. Maybe because your diet sucks and you eat garbage. And you know what? I'm sorry. That can include a vegan diet. That can include a ketogenic diet. Those are oftentimes some of the most efficient diets because they exclude entire major food groups that humans have eaten for extremely long periods of time, that we have become dependent upon even, and that's why we need the vitamins and minerals from them. Because we have historically gotten them through our foods, and our body hasn't had the need to develop them, because all these vitamins and things that are in our foods are created by living creatures at some point. Maybe that's what's going on. The only exception might be people living in a different environment than their skin tone is ideal for in terms of sunlight. That's where vitamin D3 helps. But you know what? Governments have recognized that for generations. They put D3 in everything. It's in your milk. It's in your cereal. A lot of foods are already vitamin D3 fortified. Make sure that children end up with healthy bones growing up, because maybe they don't get enough sunlight for their particular, for where they happen to live. All right? But that's an easy solution. That's being done at the food level because they know that people's particular lifestyle, and that can include where they live, could create certain deficiencies. But that's still a lifestyle situation. It happens to do with you just don't live in the best place for you. But that's fixable with a single vitamin. Doesn't require a whole bunch of supplements. And in fact, it's fixable with the amount that's often fortified in regular old foods that you buy at the grocery store. And here's the thing. That's the reality of it. The only things that you need to put in your body supplement-wise are already available in your foods. If you're benefiting from a supplement, there's something probably wrong with your diet, or you're getting a placebo effect. So the reality is supplements work, but they're being marketed as if they work in addition to a good diet instead of just helping bridge the gap for people who keep choosing to eat like shit. And like I said, that includes a lot of trendy diets. That includes trendy diets. That includes ketogenic diets, vegan diets, all of that extreme stuff. Those are shitty diets that exclude entire major food groups, and that's why people develop deficiencies. Stop eating your stupid, shitty diets and actually eat a wide variety of whole foods and a balanced diet. And you know what? You probably won't ever need to spend a single penny the rest of your life on supplements to be healthy, have energy, gain muscle, or lose fat. All right? Simply not a requirement. And when people say, like Rashid say, well, they're not a requirement, but they sure do help. No, they don't. They don't help anyone who has a good diet. They only help people who choose to eat like shit. That's it. No one else benefits. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.